this particular camera. Probably some of you have seen it or have heard about it. This is what we are basically going to be concentrating on. My name is Munashe Ziome. I major mainly in live streaming these days. I know videography, etc., but my major these days has become live streaming. So just a brief background about me, a project that I have done projects for, I think probably the biggest project that I've done is Econet Vic Falls Marathon. That was last year. Then I've done a couple of live streams for some parastatals, some NGOs, to name just a few without being specific. I've also done live streams for churches, a couple of them as well, mainly the bigger events that I've done. I've also done smaller events. I also do smaller events as well. So that's all about me. So we start by defining live streaming. Anyone who has an idea what live streaming is, or what we call live streaming? Mike? It's there on the screen. Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay. So here on the screen saying transmitting video and audio over the internet. But can we really narrow it down to over the internet only? We can't. So this is the definition that is pretty much when you go to Google, that's what you will see. It's saying transmitting video over the internet. But as we dig deeper, from my understanding, we are in here. We may want the other person that is in the other room to see what we are seeing here. Can you not call it live streaming? So some can call it beaming, live beaming, but still, we are streaming to the next room. So that's all about it. So generally, when we plan for a live stream, we need to know what really are we supposed to execute? What are we trying to achieve as a live streamer? Are you a live streamer, whether you're a content creator or what, but as long as you are now trying to do things in real time, that becomes live streaming. Right. So what do we need to be able to do live streaming? I want our thing to be interactive. Not that you can have that camera this size, so that you can have some bit of cutaways. Anyone who can contribute to that. What really do we need for us to live stream? A camera, that's true. Mics. True. Yeah, it's true. It's fine. What else? Video and sound transmitters. Okay, that's correct. Internet connection in a case where we want to broadcast far from where we are. We need the internet. What else? Capture cards. Yeah, true. We need capture cards. Yes, sir? Sure. We need video mixers if you are doing multicam. What else? Sure, that's a switcher. So we have a couple of switchers. In this case, we are dealing with the Blackmagic. You talked about the Blackmagic switcher. We have Yellow Box. We have a couple of them that are now coming. A couple of them, not just, we are no longer limited to Blackmagic and the Yellow Box. There are also others that are being used to switch. What else do we need? Yes, we need a laptop, we need a computer. What else do we need? Cables, that's true. Right, so whilst we are there, we have said a bundle of things. What we need, all those kind of things. So what we need to ensure we have good sound. So mainly, sometimes we are not the ones using microphones. We may never use a microphone. The sound guys come, especially big events. They come with pretty much everything. What you now need is probably a sound card. Sound card to process your audio or to cool it, to tone it down. Because normally you run a risk, you may be given sound that is too hot. You understand what I mean by too hot? That's clipping sound. Yes. So if it's too hot, you run the risk of damaging whatever device that you are using. So, after we have said all this, I now need to introduce to you this camera. One thing peculiar about it is you are never going to need a sound card. Number one, you are never going to need cables. It's an option. If ever you want to use cables, it's an option. Especially if you are running a one camera. But is it really fixed? No, because it is a digital zoom. So you can zoom pretty much up to 4 times the focal length. Also, the aperture is a 1.05, which is super wide. I think we all understand what aperture means. The smaller the number, the wider or the more open it is, and the more light it takes. So that's all about this camera. So we have talked about equipment, color, we have the clarity. So obviously about the low light, that's about the aperture, it's 1.05. So even if you zoom, it remains on 1.05. Nothing changes. So the amount. Yes. So we are going to do some tests. We're going to do the practical of it, where you try to zoom in, etc. So first and foremost, maybe let me connect this camera so that we can see it on the screen. So that's why I said you need the Hollycam. You need the app called Hollycam. From there, I now need this camera at the side. Just zoom it up. Okay. So the funny thing, or the easy thing about this thing, it may sound a bit difficult at first. It's all about QR codes. So in this case, as you can see, right, zoom out, program. You see, so this is what we have. So either to activate the device, wired network or mobile app. So we're gonna go via the mobile app route. think I'm gonna have a problem. And let me do the already connected one. It's easier that way. So what can I have? So as you can see on this camera, this one is already connected. So the easier part is when you have an Ethernet cable, you put in an Ethernet, then you connect it directly to the internet so that you can go through the whole activation process. So in this case, as you can see, number one on it, it is what is called UVC live streaming mode. On this particular one, it's whereby we are either gonna use a cable that is an HDMI to stream. So in this case, I want you to see something. I think I'm betrayed by this cable. Okay, it's not an issue. So we plug in a C-type. That's the first mode. Then we can plug in. Let me exit this. This enables us to stream via OBS. Okay, so I want to give you my laptop screen. Let's go to, okay. So as you can see, let me delete everything else there. Are you all familiar with OBS? You are not? Okay. All right. I think it's a story for another day. But however, what you normally do, suppose you want to stream to Facebook, to YouTube. You have a mixer, you have a switcher. So after you consolidate all the cameras, you have your inputs, you now need to send the signal to the computer. Right. So when you send the signal to the computer, you need pretty much, it's an encoder. Right. So it's a video encoder and audio encoder. So either you are going to do direct, because when you input, normally we input using a C-type cable from the mixer or using a capture card. OBS then comes in. Normally for people that want to do, you want to put titles, you want to put even adverts that are not part of the cameras. So you want to integrate your things. That's where OBS normally comes. So I will not dwell much on it, but I will show you how to add things to OBS. So in this case, normally, as you can see, we have a section here where it's written scene. And for this one, there is Econet, because I was doing an Econet project. So let's just try to add our own scene 2. Then we call it Hollyland. And as you can all see, so we are now in that scene. In that scene, here's nothing. So we now need to add our video source. So we go there, You say plus video capture, and we know the device that we are using, so that's Venus. The name does not matter there. It's just a name. You can put anything, even A or B. So Venus A. So then there comes an option for the device. Right. So as you can see, the device is now there. Right. So when we click it, see, what do we have? As you can see, the camera is now there. And so it's just coincident. I once added the audio. So as you can see, there's part of yeah, I think I'm gonna need some help here. Anyone who can come here? We want to see something together. Network things. Okay, yes, just come now. Okay, so go settings. So the beauty about this camera, you can control it using the phone. So as he is now, you have everything. You can change. Don't worry. Right. So now, look at this. This is the zoom effect. Okay. Can you see what's happening there? Right. So even our ISO, our image looks blown, right? You see? Input LUTs. I think I need to research on that. But I think that you can do green screen with it. Yeah. So imagine this is the footage that we have. It's not bad. It's not even bad. Because I don't see any. Yeah.
Does it have image stabilization? Like
Yeah.
if you're using handheld, does it have image stabilization?
Yeah, obviously image stabilization is there, but obviously you need to have steady hands. Definitely. You need to have steady hands.
But it's like, do you know the axis like this?
Sorry?
Is it digital stabilization?
Yeah. I can't really, I'm not sure about that, but you say the stabilizer is there, the image is slowly, as you can see.
I think it's a great screen, but my only concern is the lifespan of the device. Because, for example, we as a want to reduce
Okay. Can you hear Mike?
visual radio. So I don't know how long can you next because overheat. What's the
Okay, this thing is a 24/7 thing.
okay?
I have tested it, I have let it on pretty much the whole night. Yes, because there's a fan. Yeah. Apart from just having the fan, I have tested it. Pretty much I have left it on power whilst it's on, left it in the office, came back the next day, it's fine. At 4K. Yeah. So you can actually change. You can operate it, my guy. Yeah, it's not going to overheat. Yeah. What else are you seeing? Huh? Yes.
That's why they copies.
reducing also saturation.
Because the output that I don't know in terms of the quality of the other platforms.
Oh, as you can see, if you can see it on the camera here, you see there's so much difference on it. You see. Anyone else who want to experience it, you can come and see as well. You can come one. Yeah. So that's the operation, and maybe you see on the screen how the footage is looking like.
So you can even do like face select.
Yeah.
Can I see the camera?
Sure. I think even the focus tracking is on another level. Focus tracking. Cable Rambo Shando. I don't know what's happening.
So you can even attach like an additional monitor of sort if you want it.
Sure.
In internal memory.
No,
Or you have to just put
you need to put it in an SD card. I think we'll go to the other function then later on. Listen. Let me remove the studio mode there. Okay, wait. Let me go video. I'm going to be. Is the cable still connected? I don't know why it's removed the video. So let's just cut and put studio mode. So let's go to HDMI what? HDMI 4.
I think it does like this.
Huh?
In the iPad.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry. You said this camera is got Ethernet port.
Yes.
So are you saying that if I bought this camera alone, I can just stream from the camera to any platform that I want to stream to?
That's where we are going.
Without all the OBC and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the first mode, whereby you can just do C-type into laptop, then voila, you are streaming. Or you are doing a multicam setup. Well, can I have another HDMI cable? Maybe even the shorter one, the coiled ones. You can integrate it into a system that is already in existence. For example, like here, what I'm using here, I'm using a yellow box. This one's normal yellow box, no ramba. I want to change the shorter ones, the coiled ones. So I've got a device that is a bit sensitive to ordinary cables sometimes. Okay. All right, so let me remove this one. Yeah, but piece. I really wanted to show, but anyway, it's fine. Let's just do it this way. All right. So the next thing, we'll try the HDMI later on. No worries. The next thing that it does is now when you go to the idea of live streaming with it directly. So for us to live stream directly, the main key thing is, first things first, connect this camera to the internet, or the easier route, like I told you, you need an Ethernet cable, put in an Ethernet cable, then you activate it. Once you activate it, you are now good to go. You can now easily add any other Wi-Fi connections. Even in here, if you have a Wi-Fi connection, we can just connect it. That's how good it is. Can I now have something? I want... Okay. So in this case, I think we can just use... Where's that camera? Okay. Let me change output to program. Are you getting? Okay. Right. So on it, let me do a dark surface that you can see. So once you're there, you click it. The unfortunate thing is you can't work in one mode universally. Okay. You can't work with one mode universally. So you need to come away from the UVC streaming mode into the RTMP streaming mode. I think probably some who have experienced live streaming, you understand what RTMP means. Some are not familiar. Okay, anyone knows? Mike, you know?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how to explain it, but you also take the code from Facebook's end when Facebook's going in, and then you put it into your recorder so that you can see, you can transfer the video.
Okay, sure. That's the process. But what is it? What really is RTMP? Huh? Good. It's a real-time messaging protocol. So this one applies for either YouTube, either Facebook, or streaming to a particular website. We have had situations whereby pretty much you experience that later on in your live streaming journey. At some point, I had to live stream for guys that were in Australia whilst I'm here. No need to log into the account. It's possible, right? You think it's not? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. They generate the live stream. They give you the stream keys, the URL, website URL. Then you just input that. Like here in Zimbabwe, we have gateway streams. Gateway stream is not streaming on any of our ordinary platforms that we know. You know that? Yeah. They stream on their own platform. So for you to send signal to them, I also once did a stream for them as well. A certain comedy show. They just gave me the URL, the stream key. Then you are good to go. Then the signal is found on the site. They don't even need to come to where you are for them to stream. That's the beauty of live streaming. Right. So, we change mode. Right? We are now in the RTMP. So for this particular one, we don't need a laptop. We just need our camera and your phone. Then we are good to go. So anyone who has downloaded the application, who has it, you once came. Anyone who is new, you can download an application called Holycam. I think I miss Holycam app. Just put double L. Sorry? Sorry? You got the app. Okay, so you can come. So as you can see, let me point the camera on a dark surface. Okay, let me. Okay. Do you have a shot there? Okay. So let me switch. Alright, sorry. That's HDMI number what? HDMI number 2. Okay, let me give you number 2 there. So you see, they're not seeing what I want to see. They're not seeing what I want them to see. Okay. We can see, huh? We can't. It's all right. So somewhere there, you can look here. You see there's a Wi-Fi connection there. So if I click there, if you drop down, then you go to network. You see the network I'm connected on. You can see. If you have a hotspot, you can open it for me, then we can connect. Anyone with a hotspot? Just give me the name, just activate it. Huh? It's on. All right. Yo. Right. So we now need to add but always we need the phone, because passwords are going to be entered this side. So you just open your camera. Then we scan the QR. Right, let's wait for it. Yeah. So go to my device. Okay. Let me first reconnect the camera to the. Actually, I'm going to go phone. Okay. Right. So once we are active here, then we can go and then scan the battery up. So you run into 7. Let me just do it. Okay. Let me redo everything. I don't know why it's continuously disconnecting.
What if we scan with this QR code here?
Chumbo tunaona hapo. Try na ishi. Unaweza. Yeah. No. All right. Malugandira kunokukashidza manje. Ndithe zvakaita tu. Chikutoda some. Okay. Right. Anyway, let's forget about the network. Go back. So on this, like this. So let's try to add a streaming platform. Right. You said you wanna do that? Okay. You can scan this one.
The camera.
Yeah. Anyone with a camera, I saw a camera there. Okay, you can scan. Or even the normal QR code scanner.
Or the normal QR code
Yeah,
scanner?
it will do.
Let's use the QR code scanner. Then I want to go to the website.
Sorry. What did you say? Okay.
Go to the website.
Right. So you see how it then comes out. So can you select your Facebook? Right. Then it says login. That's one I wanna log up. Okay. Okay, bo. Is there anyone with a continue? Is there anyone with a microphone? The Hollyland one?
Continue again.
No, I mainly want a receiver. Receiver mainly.
Stream name.
I think you can give me that one, yours. Stream name, you can name it.
Whatever I want.
Yeah. So, sound.
Then stream key.
No, just go now. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
save.
okay.
I'll agree to the then save. Right. Automatically, it tells you URL added successfully. What did you name your stream?
Hollyland.
You said Hollyland. Okay. So we can go back. Here we see. So for audio, we need the audio. Right. So we click. That's the one you did. And so we can go. Confirm. Right. So for us to see if this is working, let me open my account here. Then I go to Facebook. Let me put, let's say, my phone here.
Already live here.
Zwa.
Was one delay, yes.
Can you type? Can you type?
Where is it? Okay. Sure.
And there's Rubuda name Tetwa.
Rubuda.
Right. So you go to his profile.
Waiting for video signal.
Yeah, probably it's just the network.
Or just the network.
Maybe it's the network. Are you still getting the signal?
It's still saying waiting for live video signal. Because if I do this, it's saying I'm live. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's there.
I think it's there.
Why am I not seeing it here? Cut. But as you can see, it's live. You can show them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's
Mm.
also, I just need this and this, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of.
It's standard.
So in terms of internet connection, minimum.
So it's the internet connection of this mobile phone.
Sorry?
I know I don't do live streaming with mobile phone, with mobile internet. So, but in terms of internet speed, how much bandwidth do you need to stay?
On bandwidth, I guess it just depends. Because normally for Facebook, we need maybe a minimum of 2. Sometimes we can actually stream with around kilobytes, you know that. Yeah. So 2 megabytes upwards is fine. And I bet it's a good bit rate. Because most times when you stream in OBS, barely do we hit the 3,000 kilobyte, 3 megabytes mark. Was already things will be, unless we have got a good connection, like recently when we were doing for Econet, I think we were getting ridiculous speeds. So even if I do on OBS, I was bumping it maybe around 5,000. You have the liberty to do that when you've got a good connectivity. So because now this thing also, as you can see, it's not just about streaming. Right, let's see. You see now, it shows you. If the speed drops, it will show you as well. You can see.
But roughly, how much space do you need if you want to stream for about 5 minutes using this camera?
No, you don't need space. You don't need space. So when you're streaming, you're just streaming.
What if you want, and so it means obviously you can stream without saving. What if you want to be able to then edit, stream later on?
The stream.
Yeah.
If you want to edit the
56 gig card, how many hours or minutes do I have? For
I haven't tested on the storage space, how much storage you need. I didn't test on that. But basically, for streaming, you are good to go. What you just need is your battery and your internet. I was thinking someone can try to search his profile on Facebook. I don't know why the machine is not happening. But anyway, that's all about the live streaming part. So we can also do the same for YouTube. Same procedure. So the beauty of this thing is there are no rushes. Like you will not rush. You'll be in a rush like you are going to a shoot. You need to set up everything there. No, you can schedule your stream more like you just edit, you pause. Okay, so let me end this one. Right, so we confirm we end it. Someone else who wants to add? Yeah, you can. You can Facebook. Okay, no, just open it. You can try to scan on this one.
From camera.
Hmm?
You can use a camera to.
A camera to scan? Yeah. I normally use a camera. Yeah. Nice. So just wait until continue. So the process is to access your account. Then you proceed. Approval. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's restart. So if it doesn't happen the first time, you then just click refresh. So if the network is weak, it will not give a clear QR code. Yes, Facebook. No, I found no pinda. I found no pinda. It's not supposed to get in there. Anyone else? Say, you wanna try? Indra. Okay. Yeah, but no, I mean trying. No, I mean trying. Nice, Facebook. Oh, so I'm not sure if this thing is selective on phones. I haven't tested that. Okay, it's requesting. Right. Now let's go about. So you can name your stream. So I'm going to Ndrungo Taura here. Can you mic him? No, the other way? Okay. Yeah, but still. Whatever. Okay, I said, right, then when you're done here, I need something. Yeah, I need to get a sugar. Then we save. So URL submitted, and there is saying submitted successfully. So for the sake of progress, at least you are the owner of the stream. Alright, so I have tried to zoom out. You can give them, anyone, your username. Facebook.
Ashley is amazing. Actually, now you are
Right, so can you go live now? Ash, can you go live? Okay. So you can address us.
Okay. How are you guys? My name is Cartzw. So today we are at Hollyland workshop where we are learning how to do live streaming. So yeah, my colleagues. Yeah. So the guys that we are using for.
Is it not live? It's live. Okay. So you see.
Good morning, guys. My name is Cartzw. So today we are at the Hollyland workshop where we are being taught how to use this monster, the VenusLiv here, which is a 4K live camera. So this is what we are using now for this live stream. So you can come and like, subscribe, share, and engage with us on this live platform. So here are my colleagues. As you can see, they are on their phones and they are using their and then these 4K cameras.
Everyone can see. It's visible, right? So we can end the stream. So as we can check, it has ended. Are you safe?
So on my output, functions are HDMI output.
No, just HDMI. Just HDMI. Yeah. But you know what to do if you want to do SDI?
Yeah.
Because suppose you've got a mixer that is purely SDI, you need a converter. HDMI to SDI converter. Then you are good to go. Not sure about the transmission distance yet. Because it's another factor, you know that, right? Yeah. Because okay, we can try that. No, in a slot a card done. But then what it does is it's doing one section at a time. And when you are live streaming, you are live streaming. When you are recording, you are recording.
So you can't live stream and record.
So that's what I want to test. Is anyone with a card? Yes, but you have got modes that you go to. You have got UVC, live streaming mode, RTMP, then the recording mode, where you can do pictures, where you can do videos. So the other one, we can just test it here. Let's put a card. Yeah, SD card. You can give me even card room camera.
Can you attach it to a gimbal?
Sure, you can. You can. With a gimbal, it's easier. You see, you need an arm so that you can put in the V-mount. So V-mount, then D-tape into camera, then you are good. Okay, sure. Unfortunately, no. It doesn't happen. Yes. If you have a mixer, you can be recording. Because already it's a different game. Once you are now putting it to multi-camera system, it means you are no longer live streaming directly with it. Yeah. So you'll be good in that state. Then suppose you want to do your thing for post, edit later, you get it to the recording mode as a camera. And the other thing is, you can do vertical on this thing without any problems. The moment you just turn it, you are in vertical. Is there anyone else who want to add an account and try? Say, you should. You should. Eh? TikTok. There is Twitch. I'm not sure between Twitch and TikTok. Anything else? Anyone wants to add YouTube? The process is the same. The process is the same. So for everything on this camera, go to your QR code, scan it, immediately it just redirects you. What you're going to do is just to put the name of the stream, and that's all. Then you start streaming. Is there anyone with a question? Have we exhausted everything about this camera that you wanted to know? Yes, you can ask so.
Are you able to share that
Like feed them where? Per stream.
Yeah, per stream.
Yeah, as long as they've got a mixer, you can add as many as you can, depending with the capacity of your mixer. The other way that I was thinking is, suppose you want to stream. It's a tedious way though. You know, those who understand OBS. And this machine is how many? It has got about 3 USB ports. It's another processor. If you feed all of them, they will get in. Then you switch in OBS. And yeah, we normally do that when things go wrong. Yeah, that's where experience comes in. You know, you can't say the switcher is dead. Maybe you have 2 angles. You can't say I can no longer stream because the switcher is gone. I'm gonna do 1 angle. Probably just the switcher on you. So normally what you do when you go out, we go out with capture cards for backup. You need them. Even if you have got a powerful switcher, whatever thing, you need a capture card. So that's where this one comes in. You have got this kind of a camera with you, and you have got a Sony FX3. At some point, with my FX3, I may fail to stream if I don't have a capture card. But with this one, I will stream. Why? Because FX3 will never input direct into my computer, but this one does. So that's what I'm saying. For its cost, basically, of course, I'm marketing this camera, but for its cost, you lose nothing. It's around $600, $500 something. You get such a camera in your bag as a live streamer, as a backup camera, or even as a main camera. You get a funeral, it's a running gun. You don't need a complicated setup. So, starting point, or even for pros, you are good. How many times have you gone to an event tight spaces, really tight spaces, and you want footage. Fine. And you are struggling to get the shot, or you are struggling to get wider frames. But this one has the solution. Like I was saying the other time, that it's not just about being wide. Some people were saying, no, it doesn't zoom, it's a fixed focal length. But then somewhere where you go is, we can actually zoom. We didn't test the range, right? Let me just go. So for now, let's go here. You'll be super good, I tell you. Super good. Okay. So this is number 4. Okay. So I wanna focus my camera there on tau. See. Is that a bed frame? Yeah. It's not a bed frame. You see, look where I am. So we can go wide. So when you want to, because normally for live streaming, especially when you're dealing with one individual, we prefer pocket size, we prefer close-ups, because they have more intimacy and emotion. Then you want to show the perspective of how many people that were there. It's another goal. I think it's a 24. Yeah, should be 24. I think it should be 24. Go somewhere here. Yeah. Should be somewhere around 24. Yeah. Not crop. And as you can see, even the quality is not even dipping. So for like those content creators, you see how it is like. You put it on a tripod, you can actually see. Then you have your phone, you put your settings, you adjust your light. The only thing that you can struggle to is probably the height and the tripod thing. But everything else you can actually do. You see. Then if it is the shooting mode, the screen goes back. Anything else? You can't. You can't. But as you have seen, I'm saying for a basic setup, or even for a gigantic setup, because how many times in concerts do you want to see the whole perspective of the venue? How much is the 24% length? Any? Okay, let's go Canon. I think Canon is the cheapest. Yeah, Canon is the cheapest. How much is the Canon lens? Mzinga 24/7. 2,000 USD. How much is the camera? 5.8. Is it not fair though?
Of which you're saying we can zoom up to 4 times?
4 times.
So it's what the focal range of this by 4.
Yeah.
Means you already have a 24 pixel.
Yeah, sort of.
And you can still just use it just to record.
You see, that's the thing.
So if I'm not streaming and I just want to like do my talking and create it, you can still use it.
You can still use it. Yeah, it's 580. That's what I'm saying. F1.05. It's F1.05.
So are you saying it's good for shooting documentaries?
Yeah, it depends what you want to shoot. Anything. Because, you know what? Okay, so let.
Compression like per 4x, per the max digital.
Okay, can you come in? I think you can stand here. One thing good about documentaries, you are in control. Totally in control. Who doesn't agree? And so you sit your subject where you want. That's the beauty. So let's check, guys. Look at the footage on the screen there.
That's FG.
This is F1. This is on 1.8 zoom.
Or the aperture.
Aperture is 1.
When aperture can't be changed.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, look. 1.8.
That can be F1.
My guy, even the focus, even on 1, it's amazing. Look at it. So let's go like this and come back. You see? No light at a setter card. Of which we can. No, they're not fixed. Parisian are fixed. And you can actually, you know, one other thing that you can do. You can have my phone. Let me try to reconnect the device. Okay, there you are. There you go. You can change the settings there. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Medium short. Okay. That's on 1. That's now on 1. Right. Huh? You click there. Then you.
I guess the only limitation is like if your entire system, like you're just trying it as a separate camera and the other cameras are not shooter like raw, so match my color. Other than that, that was hard. Aperture for 1. I was with the low light.
A low light, Magid. You are super good. The quality is nice. Look at it.
That's fine because you
podcast.
You see. So imagine. For your podcast, honestly, I think on a $2,000 budget, you have got 3 angles. You have got 3 angles.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is just like
Saka it's easier kana wine tukaisa cable Ethernet
as long as you
so
start
that inenge strong connection uba ukuthi activate akawanje.
that's the thing you can't input plugs.
It was 580 each.
580 each.
So it bakes it in.
Yeah, so you just
So even
It's like this cinematic statistics.
no.
So you just if it's just like fair now. Why would 2,000 to bring my camera? Including my lens.
hey,
Of watching our phone.
I don't know. Saka whatever these other 2, you zoom them for tighter shots.
Yeah, focus it.
Aiwa, focus my gates. Focus my gates. Imagine I'm here. So and we move to the next person. I know. Ish. Just sense.
Honestly,
Chabata.
like, I'm trying to see like
Okay, look at that.
the blurring is.
Right. You see?
That depth is not bad.
That's not a bad idea, guys. Alright, you.
Sorry?
I guess you could force it to detail on it. You can almost kind of create your own flat profile.
I don't know about Hollyland now.
Or you can adjust, saturation, sharpness. So you can kind of create like a fake flat
You can't
profile
detach
if you
it,
want
it's
to.
fixed.
But the problem is my color. Because one of the ways of dropping the saturation, my blues are so strong. Red J Capian is so strong.
Anything. So so when you do that,
For the price point,
so when you do that, you can save the preset.
also each time you don't have to set again.
Yeah, if you want, you save the preset. Then you're good to go. Every time you go for the next thing.
For 560, 580.
580.
The budget in 2000.
Three camera for 2000. What end? Cheap Egypt.
Yeah, I know
No, this is ideally this camera comes like that.
How long does the battery last without a mount?
I'm
You're
not,
streaming on 4K.
I'm not sure. We haven't really tested because normally it just comes like when you plug it on power.
Oh, it doesn't have a built-in battery.
No, it doesn't have a built-in battery. That's why it's a 24-hour thing. They say it's a 24-hour because once you plug it, you're gone. But then we had to see that, you know what, a V-mount can still work on this thing.
It makes it more
I don't know.
Can
Can I say, yeah. Then
How much is the extension?
this one is 220. This one? It's not 200, yeah. Then the cable, I think the cable is what? 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Yeah, 15 bucks. So I think, so we are looking at 800 for a complete setup. $800 for a complete setup. So if you want to do your podcast, a 3-camera one, you just need 2.4. Then you're good. In the production, from what I'm seeing, even FX, I think it's that's all. You won't even tell that it's not an FX3 that showed this.
So what's the difference between
Black Magic? I'm not sure. I don't know them. I'm gonna show the but the peculiar thing about this thing is it's a live streaming camera. Because it's an encoder on its own. Okay, then I think apart from this camera, these are the bonuses though. Na nchaona presentation yangu ngozi yanyaya kungofurwa zvino amtoketa kuti iri ku Shannon is gone. See? Shannon is gone. Okay, anyway, I'm stuck here, but it's fine. So basically, about this camera, I think we are good. Then I'll just add on the other aspects of live streaming. For example, how you can use these are the lapels. Okay. You remember I once mentioned that sometimes someone mentioned sound card the other time. You remember? We said no, it's an event. Then you need a sound card to get the audio into the machine, into the computer or wherever. I know normally people like those who have broadcast cameras, camcorders, they normally take audio from the mixer, then input it direct into the camera. It's good, it's not good. Because what happens normally? What happens normally? Our cameras process audio as well. They amplify audio. Did you know that? That's why you realize most guys that stream without proper devices, or if you don't control the audio well, your audio is a bit muffled and distorted. So normally what we do is a cheat code. You can't afford a sound card, you have got such kind of a lapel. So Hollyland has put this for you to put the lav mics. But what we do sometimes, do you know the cable, the big jack? I think you have it, right? Can I have it? The big jack to small jack. So you got the headphone out, you output from the headphone, you input there on the transmitter. Then you plug in either the receiver, don't open enough. Because normally mixers have got this output. So we plug from mixer to there. You are safe. You still get good audio.
So what happens when I remember when I hear what sound? So I have to trigger on that.
Actually, because these ones are stronger devices than your Atem. Yeah, these are stronger devices than your Atem. Because number one, remember, Atem does not have noise cancellation.
Yes.
So this one has noise cancellation. Already shows you that its body is stronger because it can suppress frequencies. It can select frequencies. But Atem, anything that comes, it checks. So here is cooled down. So when it cool it down, you input it now to the camera. Normally, what I normally do, I put my camera sensitivity on around 2, 3, 4, rarely on a 5, depending with the audio that is coming. But you can feel it that now my audio is now normal. So I've been using this for the longest time. I remember, because generally from around December, we have been doing Econet, Joy After Joy. I'm the director of that stream, if you have seen it. I was doing it with Profound, Twende, if you know Profound photography. Yes. I remember we had another stream by N. Richards. The sound desk is a bit far. I came with a Zoom H8. I put my sound into the Zoom H8, from Zoom H8 into my transmitter, then my receiver into my YOLO, and we go. And the audio is super clean, super clean. Oh, you don't really need a sound card. One thing also good about these mics, singing from my mic, but right. These are setups that we normally do for those who do funerals, or not even just funerals. You are stuck again on how to input your sound into into your camera. What's my run and gun setup? So I've, like in this case for this one. And per mic, per magnet. You know that. Yeah. I think 1 December last year, I was streaming for National AIDS Council. So, this is what happened. Sound desk was the other part of the pitch. We once set up there, then there were generator issues, then we transferred and went to the stage for performances. So now tearing everything down to go to that side and reset up to be closer to the sound desk for me to get sound into my sound card so that I can I just send this one there. Then this one, for ambient noise, ambient sound, I just had to plug it on the pole or upper stage. The good thing about this one, okay, I just say, it's a touch, as long as you are on it.
This is the Max 2.
This one is Max 2.
Yeah,
Max 2. So, you decide. If I want to mute, mic number 3, of course there is no mic. You mute. If you now want ambient, you call in for ambient. Because what was happening, these guys with the PA system, their system is just there. The band is a separate sound that is not being fed into the other system. So you can't have 2 sound cards. Sound card here, sound card there. No. So I just had to go for this one. Stick it there. Still the sound is fine, even though it's coming really a bit blown, but it will be cooled down. Then you play around with your levels in camera, or if you are using OBS, then in OBS. Those are some of the cheat codes that we use. Then, one other key element for every live production is communication. It's the hardest thing. How many times you are on set, you think of, okay, you want to tell your colleague the show that you want, and is there, you are just looking at them. You know, probably I can go choke out. And it's not happening. So the solution for us, what we have done is, I think some of you have came across them. ComSkit. For me, I chose the SolidCom Pro. It's a bit pricey, but there are cheaper versions like the SE. I think the SE goes for 400, 500. For 5. No, it's 5%. SE is 5%.
Yeah, there is one for 5, there is one
for 4, okay. This one, of course, for 4 is around what? 155. 1.5. But trust me, I think Mike, you have used these ones. The range is good.
Almost, I think we could communicate around 800 meters apart.
Yeah. You won't hear any disconnections, and also they have noise cancellation. So you can clearly hear each other. So, and then the other thing, the integration. Of late, I had 4 of these. This one is a C1 Pro. Then when you did VIC4's, Econet VIC4's marathon, it was me, Prosper, Derek Manika, Cartzw of Meli, then this youngster here, Knowledge, then another guy. So we had to add them to be 6. 7 actually, not 6, 7. So the good thing about the C1 Pro, you can still add even the C1 the C1 is a cheaper version of this one, but you can still add them to this. So we have been all Holy Land throughout and throughout and throughout. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. I think this was Victor's marathon, right? Yeah. This was the concert part. On this one, we were streaming. We're doing what? 1, 2, 2, 4, 5. Did you stream 5 cameras? Yeah, I think we streamed 5. So as you can see, that's the hub there. That's the charging hub. I'm trying to see. This is Econet. When we're doing for Econet, and this is the last gig in Chinhoyi. You see, this is Tonde. That's me there. They make life easy. You want a shot, it's easy to direct. I think Hugo, I've worked with Hugo for Mike Dixon Productions as well. Right, you see, this was Vic Falls. Yes. So the other thing is, of late, as you can see, and you're seeing the camera is there. I didn't show you, right? But you saw it. HDMI out. This camera what? Camera number 1. You see? So imagine this. The camera is there, but I have the signal here. So we are making use of my wireless transmitters. Of course, there is some bit of latency. Everyone who has streamed understands what I mean. There's delay, but it's you who knows the delay. The guy at the other end doesn't. So how we cheat the delay thing? Embed them, lapel, then feed the lapel in the camera. You select the HDMI here. You know what I gotta say? Sagaruman. But even if you don't do that and just input onto the mixer, still, it's minimal. As you know, we can do with bad visual and good audio. But we are not encouraging bad visual though. You see, the visual has to be on point. It gives you a bigger advantage over things. Especially these ones. This one is the Pyro H. This one, it's Pyro H. Is it H or S? This one is SI. Yeah, this one is S. So the H1 is purely HDMI, but this one is what? SDI and HDMI. So this one is a multi one for guys that do SDI and those who do HDMI. As for me, I think my system has been HDMI from the start. The reason is I don't prefer camcorders for one reason. The picture density is not as clear as for DSLRs and mirrorless. You stream for your client, use camcorders, not so high-end. I come in, I stream with DSLRs. You will never see your client again. Footage it's It's richer. So when you go for camcorders, you really need to go for high end. I think Mike understands that. One time we go to see the clarity. Imagine we put signals through OBS. We crash it. The time it goes to Facebook, my guy, you're seeing things like they're out of focus. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because live streaming, you have no room to make adjustments. And you can do away with that camera somewhere else. You film, you post product, because you're going to add some blast, you're going to add some what. Then the footage is a bit nourished, if you can say. But for live stream, it's in real time. They know, you know what? The stream yemba, their quality is not even good. Yeah. We have streamed funerals during that COVID era. You hear people telling you, wow, we have never had such an experience on Zoom. Because Zoom crashes footage. It really crashes footage. So imagine you're coming in with a small camera, or it's in a camcorder, a cheap camcorder. You have no crash one is Zoom. You have a crash of the network. It's one of those things.
Cameras set up inside those cameras.
Now, that's the disadvantage. Yes, you can't do lower. Yes, you can't do lower thirds. You can't do titles. You can't even do opener. But openers, you now need to rely with a machine. So for you not to be closer to the machine, that's where wireless comes in. Feed your signal into the wireless, receive it on the computer. The good thing about these other wirelesses again, like the Pyro series, they now receive. They can input using C-type. You don't need a capture card as well. That's another good thing about the Pyro series. And also, the Pyro, you can have the transmitter and you have up to 4 receivers. So normally what I do, there's a church that I normally just put one camera, send to a couple of TVs in different rooms, you know. Instead of running a lot of cables, sometimes I just put my wireless, boom, signals are there. Or you can run cables, but to finish the distance, you can also take this into consideration. I think that's all about the Hollyland ecosystem. They also have a monitor. How many of you have shot commercials? Apart from just live streaming, just commercials. You will have done that. How many times have you been directing? And you are directing shots. You're telling your guy on camera to do shots for you. He does shots. You get to post on the machine. You are looking for the shot. You can't find it. Huh? It happens a lot. Why? You are not even seeing what you are shooting. What's want to know? Give me a tight shot. He gives you a medium shot. He thinks it's tight. So, there comes in the whole idea of Hollyland. I remember I was shooting this other advert for Shumba Plus. It was for an agent, Columbus. So, the client was there. So I had to wire in a transmitter, camera into transmitter, then monitor, then we will receive the signal. So as we were directing what we are seeing. They are actually seeing the shot, they approve. Then we go to the next shot. We have the shot, we go to the next shot. We have the shot, we go to the next shot. Because you understand with adverts, there has to be a short list, huh? Those who have done them. Yes, there has to be a short list. From point A to point B, 1 second to 3 seconds, we need such a shot. 3 to chichi. All those kind of things. It's all streaming that we are talking about. Cool, huh? I've ran my race. Any questions? Yes. Camera, even okay, I think I forgot something. We have a mobile app, then we also have a laptop app. That's the Wally Studio. So in there, you can even also effect green screen. Yeah. Auto eliminator, you have to kandachi. Auto input a background. It does a lot. It does a lot.
Would you recommend it for use case, for instance, let's say you want to live stream for people who are abroad, viewing properties and stuff? Would you recommend it?
Viewing properties?
Yes.
Yes. Real estate is mainly wide angle. We all understand that. Yeah. Real estate is wide angle. So with this, you are perfect. You are actually cool. And the client wants to see in real time. You don't need a complicated setup. Your phone, scan, go live. And it's another way of just cheating. You can actually create a private YouTube account for the client, but always take into cognizance that YouTube takes 24 hours to clear you for streaming. Take note. Or you can just do Facebook. What's Facebook with? Or your own platform. Or your own platform. The only limitation here is probably you're not going to do Zoom. But so to deliver something instantly, you run it, your network, your phone. You take your phone, you tether it there. It actually does without any challenge. Everyone is satisfied, right? I think so. Any further questions? Is there anyone who wants some more of the practical? Mike? Okay.